fellow devotees. I am Mercer Sage, the Supreme Chancellor of the Elite Wrestling Initiative. First of all, I want to thank you all for a wonderful 2024-2025 season that we had. Can't remember the last time I had such a good time producing professional wrestling for all of you. And Reprisal XIII was probably the funnest, if not the best event that we ever produced here in the Elite Wrestling Initiative. And I am thankful that each and every one of you attended. We definitely saw Damian Shadows kidnap Perry the Unicorn, but he paid for it when Blake Lucid defeated him, branding him with the Beat the Chump title. The loser champion, if you will, is now Damian Shadows, and he will be carrying that moniker for however long. More on that later. Of course, Hot Stuff Carmelo Romeo has been battling Deranged Daniel all year long, and it culminated at Reprisal XIII with the EWI Initiative Championship on the line in a submission match. And who would win? Hot Stuff Carmelo Romeo pulled that one out when he was able to get the Deranged one to submit, finally, and claim the EWI Initiative Championship for himself. Of course, we've seen in grave consequences Agent Orange defeat longtime rival, the Fallen One, Vendetta, in a grave consequences match when he shut the coffin lid and sent the demon to wherever he goes. Will we see him again? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Of course, we've seen Mickey Williams, who's been on a tear here in the EWI, and he defeated his rival, M4, the boss hog himself, and he is looking to climb into the next level here in the Elite Wrestling Initiative. And then, of course, the EWI Epic Championship was on the line when newcomer to EWI, Warhammer, Lilith Grimm, got the same chance that RBJ got last year. And now, Lilith Grimm is the new Epic Champion. Will RBJ go after it again? Will he be able to capture it again? I don't know, but I do know that he does want his contractually obligated rematch immediately at Open Season 2025. And with Open Season 2025, we will see many of these things play out. And of course, I'm sure Damian Shadows has much to say about his loss to Blake Lucid, but of course, RBJ needs to address his last year, and what a year it was as Epic Champion. And will he face off against Lilith Grimm, or will he take another avenue? It all remains to be seen. You definitely want to check it out at Open Season 2025. This Saturday, June 28th, in Killdeer, North Dakota at High Plains Community Center. We also have special guest, Shawn SuperMex Hernandez. And it will be at the High Plains Community Center, Killdeer, North Dakota, June 28th. You definitely don't want to miss that. VIP tables are $165. They're available at the venue right now if you go there and purchase them. You get a tablecloth with it at the end of the show. You get free drinks for all 5 because it admits 5 individuals for that table. General admission at the door will be $30 for ringside seats, $25 for adults, $20 for teens, and then $15 for kids between 7 and 12. Anyone under 7 is free because it should be very good, and it's going to kick off a wonderful 2025-2026 season. And we are looking forward to that. But of course, I have some discrepancies in rules that have been plaguing us for a while, and I need to address those right here going into the next season. So of course, the loser title is one that has been the product of some confusion for a while. It's been here forever. And some time ago, we initiated a cash-in with this, where I, as Chancellor, would deem it necessary to cash in the loser title when I needed a main event. and I'd give the loser title holder a one-time long shot chance at the Epic Championship. Most times it doesn't pay off, but you never know. Sometimes they might get lucky. I am the only one that has that power to do that, but I figured let's make things interesting now, and we're going to give the loser title a redress, making it a little more, not so much the bruise that it's been, but if we have to be saddled with it, maybe we might be able to use it to our advantage at some point. So how about this? After you carry that loser championship or championship for a certain amount of time, it will unlock an opportunity to cash that title in. An opportunity to cash it in for an initiative championship title shot. So we will do it that way. You can cash that in at any time you want for the initiative title. However, you have to hang on to that loser title for a minimum of 3, count it, 3 months. Since we have 2 events next month, or the next events are on 1 month, that only counts as 1, which means you still have to compete the following rotation for it to qualify. But that still would only be 2, which means it won't qualify until the end of the year. Then and only then will you be allowed to cash that thing in. So you have to carry the loser moniker for a minimum, probably 6 months-ish, depending on how our schedule works. Cash it in just like, just anywhere you want, at any time you want. It's up to you. You could be a man and walk up and say, hand it off to me and say, I want this match at this time at da-da-da-da. Cool. And then we will go and crown a new loser title holder after that match takes place. Or you can roll in like a chump when they are at their weakest point, hand it off to the referee, boom. There you go. That's how it's going to work. But remember, minimum 3 events. We look forward to bringing more EWI entertainment to all of you. But in closing, the state of the Elite Wrestling Initiative is looking fantastic.